You make me feel so good, yeah. Oh, yeah. You make me feel so good, yeah. Hello, YouTube family. Welcome back to Free's Fragrance Finds. I am the lady of the house, Lady Free, your gourmand guru. And on this channel, we discuss and we love all things fragrance. Where I love gourmands, yes I do, but that doesn't mean that you have to stick around. I promise you, you will find something you like. Guys, in today's video, we have perfect cherry fragrances for Valentine's Day. Perfect cherry fragrances for Valentine's Day. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please continue to watch. But before we get into today's video, guys, I would love for you to take a quick moment to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you won't miss any of my uploads. Don't you dare miss out. Let's get into today's video. Hey girl, hey boy, hey y'all, hey whistle. It's your girl Lady Free, your gourmand guru in the house. Now this video is going to be a little short because I'm not a cherry girl. Okay, the cherries that have been coming out lately have just come out in general. Give me cough syrup. Give me cherry cough syrup. I like more of a gourmand cherry, more of a sweet, sugary, edible bakery type of cherry, and that's just not what I'm getting in most cherry fragrances. So your typical ones, your popular ones that most of the girlies, YouTube girlies, fragrance girlies have here on YouTube, you won't see those in my collection. But I do want to tell you about the ones that I do recommend for those that I just want to tell you about the ones that I have in my collection and recommend those to you if you haven't tried them, if you're interested. Okay, so let's jump right in. This first one is Rude Smoking by BDK. Go ahead and roll the product shot. This is your sweet cherry cola or your sweet cherry Dr. Pepper type of fragrance. That is just all of the things. Let's go ahead and read the notes off to you really quickly. You have cherry, pink pepper, bergamot, black vanilla husk, heliotrope, orange blossom, tonka bean, cashmere wood, white musk, ambroxan, labdanum, and violet. So this is a little spicy from the pink pepper. It's definitely, you definitely get that orange blossom DNA. Puts you in the mind of a cherry Love Don't Be Shy, really, or cherry Coke Love Don't Be Shy, in my opinion, because the orange blossom is definitely heavy in this fragrance. It's not heady, it's not indolic or anything like that. Now the cherry note in here, or maybe it's the composition, is a smidge cough syrupy. This one is, not gonna lie, it is, but it's still really good. As you can see, it does have a dent in it. I've had this fragrance a long time, probably about 2 years now. It was one of the first ones I purchased from BDK. There's the dent. But it's just sweet, it's syrupy, it's thick, it's all of the things. Let's get into wearability. To me, this is your unisex scent leaning feminine. If I had to classify it personally, I say it's just straight up feminine, but I can see it being unisex leaning all the way feminine. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely feminine. So this is a perfect kind of whimsical, not too serious scent for Valentine's Day. So if you're doing something fun on Valentine's Day, I suggest you go ahead and pull this out of your arsenal. Go ahead and whip this and throw this one on. You can wear it during the evening time. I would just probably layer it with something a little bit more serious, something a little bit more sexy, something that has a little bit more depth to it. Because while this is heavy, is a little dense, it still has an airiness to it, and it's just, I mean, it smells like a cherry Coke, so it's nothing too serious. It's fun. It's just that type of fragrance in my opinion, but it is very good. I do really like it. You definitely get that orange blossom. It's not a marshmallow in here, but it gives you a touch of marshmallow orange blossom. Again, Love Don't Be Shy with an additional cherry note. Now, I liked this fragrance initially, and I still do like it, still do love it, because it didn't have that extra woody, extra spicy. It does have some spices with that pink pepper, but pink pepper is very palatable for me and my spice liking, okay? And definitely back in the day, I didn't like spices at all. So, I had the Lost Cherry and have the Lost Cherry and things like that, but I didn't start wearing Lost Cherry until this year, and I've had that one for 3 years. So I just started really to like spices. So I purchased this one because it didn't have that heavy spice thing, the heavy woody spice thing going. This was more of a gourmand, more of a sweet cherry for me, and that's why I purchased it, and that's why I do like it. So performance, this is moderate wear. It's not the most longest lasting scent, but it's not, you know, it's not the most longest lasting scent, but it's not fleeting either. I get about 6 hours, a good 6 hours of wear out of this one. And also about a moderate sillage as well. Like, if you come close within arm's reach, you're going to smell me. If you overspray, you're definitely going to smell me. So that's the performance. Value, this is, BDK is pricey, but you do get a good amount of juice, 3.4 fluid ounces, but I would like it to be a little bit better performing, just a little bit better performing. Everything don't have to be beast mode. So, but even still for that price point, it is a big steep, but this is a big bottle. Is it worth it for the juice? Yes. So Avant-Garde has lots of sales. You get 20% off using, you can use a great 20 for AIs and different, fragrance reviewers here on YouTube. Use our discount code, get 20% off. Like, don't pay full price for it if you don't have to. So it's worth it to me, but it is not the greatest value. To blind buy or not to blind buy, this is not a safe blind buy at all. I feel like that cherry root beer or that cherry Coke vibe may be off-putting to some, and it is medicinal a smidge. So for that reason, I would say it's not a safe blind buy, and also for that reason, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10, not a safe blind buy. Cherry Coke root beer float type of fragrance. I would think that this, if you're going somewhere fun, if you're doing something fun on Valentine's Day, your perfect cherry scent, your perfect scent to do that has the note of cherry. So that's Rouge Smoking by BDK. This next one is your LOVEFEST Burning Cherry 48 by KAYALI. Go ahead and run the product shot. Now this is your woody, spicy, thick, sweet, syrupy cherry that does put you in the mind of your Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. Let's go ahead and read off the notes to you. You have burning cherry, raspberry, bergamot, praline, heliotrope, damask rose, jasmine sambac, palo santo, tonka bean, gaiac wood, Peru balsam, amberetolide, whatever that is, patchouli, and Haitian vetiver. This is earthy and a little aromatic with that patchouli and that Haitian vetiver at the base. You do get it as the fragrance dries down, but it isn't like off-putting, especially with that patchouli. You don't get a whole lot of the patchouli. It's really kind of there just to ground the fragrance. You do kind of get it as the fragrance starts to dry. As the fragrance starts to dry down, you do get some sweetness from that praline, and you get a hint of that damask rose in there. But basically, you really get just a woody, sweet cherry, especially with that Palo Santo and then that burning cherry. So it does give it a smoke vibe to it, but I don't get really a smoke smell. You get kind of just a smoky, mysterious vibe from it. In my opinion, not really a smoke smell. It's deep. A little depth. It has a lot of depth to it, actually, and I think that's just what it gives and what those notes lend to the fragrance. So those are your notes. So wearability, this is a sexy daytime type of scent. It gives mysterious. It gives what are you wearing. It gives who is that girl. So definitely to me, a good first date type of scent. Like if you're going out, if you're meeting your Valentine's Day, or you're going out if you're going out with your special person on Valentine's Day and it's your first date, this is the perfect type of scent for that, in my opinion, because it just gives mysteriousness. It gives reserved. It gives yeah, you're gonna have to come hither to find a little bit out. You're gonna have to come hither to find out more about me. It gives just that mysterious vibe. So I feel like this will be your perfect first date night scent on Valentine's Day. Yeah, but definitely date night, definitely sexy, definitely colder weather. This one will stand up in the colder weather, in my opinion. Maybe not in like if you wear, I mean, maybe not if you live in like really cold regions like up north and, you know, wherever you live around the world. If you have like really intense winters, I don't, you know, it might hold up, but it's very comforting. It is also very comforting. So I could see, you know, you being snuggled up under a warm fire on Valentine's Day. Y'all light the fireplace and just snuggle up with each other. It's also very warm and also very inviting, but mysterious at the same time. So yeah, that's your wearability performance. This is for me, and for a KAYALI scent, this is a decent performer. Isn't the best performing scent, but it's very present. It's strong to me. I smell it very presently the entire time I have it on. It's probably going to last about 6 hours max, but the entire 6 hours, the entire wear, it's wearing presently. You smell it very presently, in my opinion. So value, all KAYALI fragrances are a good value to me. I mean, this is your 50 ml bottle, and I think is right at $100, if I can remember correctly. And for what you're getting, the quality of the fragrance that you're getting, although, you know, a lot of them aren't the best wearing fragrances as far as longevity, but the quality of the fragrance is still there. They're worth their price point. Come on. Yes, it's a great value. To blind buy or not to blind buy, if you like scents like Tom Ford Lost Cherry, this is a safe blind buy. Can I justify having both in my collection? I do. So I definitely can justify. There are some differences. I got two different I got the wrong top on this one. This is the top to your Eden Juicy Apple. See? That's the top to your Eden Juicy Apple, and the bottom to your LOVEFEST Burning Cherry. I never take them out of their bottom, but I mean, I do like take it off and spray it like this with the top. But anyway, if you see that mixed match, if you see that mixed match bottle, I mean covering, that's why. I didn't even notice that until now. But what was I saying? Rating, I'm not the best. 7 out of 10. But that's just because I don't love that DNA. I don't love it. Let me get a 7.5 out of 10 at least. But that's just because I don't love that DNA. And it is earthy, woody, and aromatic with that Palo Santo, that Gaiac wood, that patchouli, and that Haitian vetiver. That's just not my favorite. It's just not my scent profile. It's just not my thing. Okay, so that's why I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. So review, I do like the fragrance. It does put me in the mind of Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. This one is, in my opinion, maybe a bit more woodier, maybe a bit more earthy, and maybe a bit more aromatic than your Lost Cherry. I feel like Lost Cherry is a little bit more spicier, has a little bit more spices to it. The spice note in the Lost Cherry is a little bit more heavier, and this one doesn't have as many spices. The only spice thing that can really be classified as a spice will be the tonka bean here. So those are the subtle differences from your Lost Cherry and your LOVEFEST Burning Cherry. Sexy date night. It gives mysterious. It gives who. It gives I want to know more about that girl. It gives a sexy first date night scent for on Valentine's Day, or it gives a cozy, perfect cozy, nestled up by the fire, but still mysterious, still like, oh, I want to know more, you know what I mean? So that's what it gives to me. This is a unisex scent, straight up and down unisex scent, in my opinion. I don't even know if I mentioned that earlier. Straight up and down unisex scent, in my opinion. That's perfect for your colder weather. Maybe not freezing outside, but colder weather. It may not stand up in the dead of winter, especially if you live in regions with really harsh winters. But in Georgia, perfect for the winter time. Perfect for the springtime. It's just really cozy, really comforting. So that is your LOVEFEST Burning Cherry by KAYALI. This next one is Invite Only Amber 23. I just got the travel size. Okay, we haven't committed to the big bottle yet. Go ahead and roll the product shot by KAYALI. Go ahead and roll the product shot. This is your sweet, ambery, warm, spicy, actually very spicy scent that's really perfect for your holidays, and even your holidays up until this time. This is also a good one for Valentine's Day because it gives that sweet, commemorative, you know, celebratory, we're celebrating and commemorating love, Valentine's Day type of vibe. And also holiday-ish type of vibe. Valentine's is a holiday. So let's go ahead and read off the notes on this one. Tobacco leaf, sour cherry, honey, chocolate, hazelnut. I didn't know this had chocolate in it. I should have included it in my... No, I think I just wanted to include it in my cherry video. Anyway, tobacco, sour cherry, honey, chocolate, hazelnut, Ceylon cinnamon, May rose, damask rose, citrus leaf, amberwood, argylwood, which is oud, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, patchouli, cypriol oil, or nargamatha, whatever that is, and musk. You definitely get that tobacco and that cherry at the beginning, a burst of that tobacco and that cherry at the beginning. The honey is just really there to sweeten it up. You don't smell it and say, hey, I smell honey. And then I don't really get much chocolate. The chocolate, you get it a little bit. It's kind of like, it's not a star player. It's just like it lends a supporting role, plays a supporting role in this fragrance. You definitely get the spices from the cinnamon. And you get the rose, both roses. It is floral with that rose. But the rose is not like, you know, the star of the show. It's it's a lead rose, but it's not a star, okay? The rose here. You don't really get that oud a lot. Yeah, I get the oud. I definitely get the oud. It is not strong. It is not overpowering. It's not scratchy or anything like that, but I definitely get the oud. It's ambery, of course, and it's a little bit earthy and woody with that patchouli and that sandalwood. So those are your notes. Let's go ahead and move into wearability. In my opinion, this is a straight up and down unisex scent. That tobacco allows it to be unisex, in my opinion. If that tobacco were not there, if that oud were not there, if that patchouli and that sandalwood were not there, it would be a straight up feminine scent. But those things kind of push it to the, you know, kind of push it to the unisex category. This is a perfect date night scent on Valentine's Day. Perfect date night scent on Valentine's Day. You're going somewhere sexy, you're dressing it up, you're putting it on, maybe going out to, even going out with your girls to a bar or to a lounge or something like that. This is that type of scent. I would not wear this past this time of year because something in it may be a little bit cloying during the hotter weather, during the spring, during the summertime. So fall, winter time, this time of year is the perfect time to wear Invite Only Amber 23. Performance. I've only worn this fragrance. Just going to be honest with you. This is again not my ideal typical scent profile. So I've only worn this fragrance, I think maybe once. And from what I can remember, it was very present, almost cloying. I got tired of smelling it just because, I mean, I think this is just not my vibe, not my thing, right? But I do want to get some more wears out of it, and I do want to go ahead and see where my nose is with it now. But when I did wear it, which it was a while ago, it was a little bit cloying to me. So I feel like it's very present. I feel like the sillage is very good on this one. Yeah, I feel like the sillage is very good on this one, and I don't really remember how the longevity was. I'm just going to tell you what the people are saying. The people are saying it's a moderate longevity, and I can get behind that. So yeah. Value, again, KAYALI fragrances are always a good value in my opinion, even with some fragrances not being the best performing. So they always are a good value. I probably wouldn't, if I'm just really concentrating on value, I would probably get the bigger bottle. I think this one was like $50 for this little bit small bottle, if I can't remember. But I probably, if I was concentrating on value, I would have gotten the larger bottles, but I knew I just wanted to smell this one. So we're okay with this one for right now until I can get some more wears out of it, until I can see where my nose is with it right now. to blind buy or not to blind buy, I don't think it's a safe blind buy. This is not one of the ones that's going to be a safe blind buy in my opinion. With that Palo Santo, those woody notes, those earthy notes, that oud, the vetiver, yeah, it just may not be a safe blind buy for most. Rating, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10, 6.5, 7 out of 10 as we stand right now. I know people love this fragrance. It's just not my jive. It's just not my thing. Hasn't been, but we're going to wear it and see how we feel about it. So right now, I'm going to give it a, did I say 7 out of 10? 7.5 out of 10. So this is your perfect date night scent. It's sexy, it's present, it's there, it's all of the things. This is perfectly unisex in my opinion, with that tobacco and with that arga wood, with that gaiac wood. I think I also mentioned sandalwood. Yeah. So this next and final fragrance is one that everyone, I feel like, you know, I feel like this one is what started the cherry train. Okay, this is what started everyone to want to hop on putting the cherry fragrance out. This is literally the OG of cherry fragrance. This is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Go ahead and roll the product shot. This is your sweet almondy cherry. You know, cherry does give almonds sometimes, and it does actually have almonds in it, I think. Type of spicy type of scent, cherry scent. A little bit cough syrupy in my opinion, but bearable. And I have grown to love this fragrance this year. I have worn this fragrance at least 5 times this year, or this season. Okay, so your girl's starting to love it. Your girl is starting to, I have grown to really have an affinity for Lost Cherry. Dare I say? I do, y'all. I love it now. I can't believe it. I know y'all don't know me like that, okay? I know you don't know me like that, but I can't believe it that I actually love this fragrance now. I hated it when I first purchased it. I hated this and Bitter Peach because it was just something that Tom Ford DNA that just wasn't, it really wasn't all the way, you know, but I was like, you know what, let me just keep it, because I just feel like as a fragrance collector, I'm supposed to have it. But I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I let it sit. I've had this fragrance about 2 or 3 years. I'm glad I bought this at the beginning of my fragrance collection. I'm glad I let it sit. I'm glad I came back to it, and yeah, let's give you let's give you the notes. Bitter almond, black cherry, cherry liqueur, sour, cherry plum, Turkish rose, jasmine sambac, tonka bean, vanilla, cinnamon, peru balsam, benzoin, sandalwood, cloves, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. You definitely get it's definitely a sour cherry, but it's a tart sour cherry. And it's also spicy with that cinnamon. It's also woody as well. In my opinion, it's not as woody as the LOVEFEST Burning Cherry. It's balsamic a little bit with that Peru balsam. You also have the patchouli and the vetiver in the base one, and the base as this as well, along with the sandalwood. It also has cloves, so it's actually very spicy, very woody. The LOVEFEST Burning Cherry doesn't have those spices in it, so it isn't as spicy. This one is spicy and woody. And the patchouli, in my opinion, you don't really get it. It's just there kind of to ground the fragrance. You get it a smidge. It's not like a dirty patchouli. It's not really off-putting or anything like that. It's just at the base. It kind of peeks its head out a little bit as the fragrance starts to dry down. So let's go into wearability. Sexy date night. Sexy date night with your boo that you've been known, like your long time boo, your husband or your husband, somebody that you've been with for a long time that want to smell this on you. That's what I'm gonna put it on for. Put this as perfect Valentine's Day scent. Just with some, it's just very familiar. It's very comforting. You are familiar and you're comfortable with this person. You know them, they know you, and it's just that type of scent. I'm gonna say, outside of Valentine's Day, I'm gonna say that fall. People complain about the performance of this one, so they're probably going to say it's not going to stand up in the dead of winter. I wore it in the dead of winter, but I do live in Georgia. It stood up fine. I don't know if it will stand up during the like harsher climates. I think it will, because I didn't have any performance issues out of it. I didn't. at all. So let's go ahead and segue right into performance. The performance was actually good for me. The longevity was actually good for me. The sillage was very present the entire wear, and I got a good 8 hours out of this fragrance, and on my clothes I could still smell it the next day. I'm not sure why y'all say this doesn't perform. It performs for me. So do I feel like it can stand up in the dead of winter? Of course. Yes. Would I wear this in the heat? No. So that's that. Well, we skipped right into performance, but let's I'll segue back, and I'll go back for the review and tell you about masculine or feminine and all those things. So let's just keep moving forward. Value, 30 ml. This is terribly expensive. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but we already know Tom Ford is very expensive and they going up on their price. So value, is it worth this price point? No. You can get so many other fragrances with the same DNA without paying the Tom Ford's price. So is it worth it? No. Safe blind buy? No. Not a safe blind buy. It's just not one of those ones that's a safe blind buy. When I first heard Lost Cherry, I think it was going to be cherry. I thought it was going to be sweet. I thought it was going to be all of the things, and it wasn't. But again, I have grown to love it. So rating, I'm going to give this a strong 8.5 out of 10. Actually, let's just go ahead and give a 9 out of 10. I really actually have grown to love this fragrance, and yeah. I'm just going to take away the points for the 1 point just for it not being, you know, a typical love for me, but it is a love. You know, I'm going to take away the 1 point because it took me so long to grow to love it, okay? Took me playing with it so much to actually respect this type of fragrance and to love this type of fragrance. So it is what it is. So rating, let's segue back into, is it a feminine fragrance or a masculine fragrance? This is straight up unisex in my opinion. Straight up unisex in my opinion. Again, I feel like this is the perfect date night scent on Valentine's with your bae, with your boo, with your husband, somebody that you're very familiar with, somebody that's very familiar with you. This gives comfort, this gives familiarity, it gives all of the things. I had no issues with performance, so it was actually a great performing fragrance for me. I got about 8 hours and I still smelled it on my shirt the next day. It was very present, it was very projecting in my opinion. So Tom Ford Lost Cherry, I have grown to love. I'm going to give a strong 9 out of 10. So again, that's Lost Cherry, Tom Ford. So I did want to add just a few more things on this video. That was the last fragrance that we're going to talk about. I did want to give you just some layering things that you can layer with your cherry fragrance, with your cherry fragrances. This is Sugar Cherry Crisp. I think this has been discontinued. I hate to even mention it, but you still can find it on Amazon, Macari, and things like that. This is your Sugar Cherry Crisp. This is your bakery, your cherry tart cherry pie. It's exactly what this is. It doesn't have the notes on this particular bottle, but again, it has cherry pie on the thing, on the, you know, picture on the front of the label. That's exactly what you get. Cherry pie scent. So this will sweeten up your Lost Cherry. This will sweeten up your LOVEFEST Burning Cherry. This will sweeten up your Invite Only Amber 23. That Rouge Smoking don't need no sweeten up, okay? Also, Cherries and Cheer by Tree Hut. This is also discontinued, so I hate to even put these things on here. This is your tart cherry Kool-Aid. So if you can find it, get your hands on this Cherries and Cheer. It's definitely worth it. I can only find it in this little bitty jar. They had like a mini trial or a travel set during the holidays at Sephora, and that's when I picked this one up. So those are two things I just feel like you can layer with. Let me tell you a layering combo that I did, baby, and I got my entire life. I actually was supposed to tell y'all about it on a previous video, but I said I was going to wait. So I went in with Lost Cherry, then I went in with Baccarat Rouge, the extract, or however y'all say it, extract, which is about gone. So I try to mind my sprays with this one because I don't feel like purchasing it. I don't feel like dropping that coin on it. So, and then I topped it off with your good girl Bianco Latte, baby. Whew, fire combination here. give that one a try. So thank you for making it to the end of my video. I do love and appreciate each and every one of you for supporting your Gourmand girl, supporting your girl over here on this channel. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I am trying to grow, you guys. I am trying to grow. I'm working hard getting these videos out to you. I'm putting back to back videos out during this Valentine's Day to give you girls and you guys some options. I did a chocolate video previous to this, so check it out in the eye in the sky, whichever side it comes on. This is your cherry video for Valentine's Day. I have one more video coming for Valentine's Day, and it is your rose. I can't hold water, y'all. I just gotta tell y'all because I be so excited. It's your perfect rose fragrances for those that don't like rose. So the next video that I have coming out is your perfect Valentine's Day your perfect rose fragrances for Valentine's Day for those that don't like a note of rose. So they're not rose dominant scents, but they do have a rose note in there that I feel like they would really be nice for Valentine's Day for those that don't fancy a rose scent. So make sure you definitely also keep your notifications on, turn your notifications on to be notified when these videos come out. Also go back and watch some of my previous videos, run those numbers up for your girl. Please again make sure to subscribe to the channel. I see that a lot of people are watching but they're not subscribing, so is there anything I can do better? If there is anything I can do differently, let me know down in the comment section and I am happy to oblige. I need your support. I am asking for your support just by subscribing to the channel. Again, it's free 99. It's free 99, y'all. So if I can do something different, do something better to garner you guys support and to get you to subscribe to the channel, just let me know down in the comment section. I got you. I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for myself too, but y'all are the one that's watching. Y'all are the ones that's going to help your girl grow. So let me know. I'll be happy to oblige the best I can. Love you guys, and until I'm trying to just debate whether or not I'm going to put a video out Sunday, being that it's Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, it's probably pointless to put a video out on Super Bowl Sunday because the views are going to be super low, because who's going to be watching YouTube and they can be watching football. So I'm debating whether or not I'm going to put it out Sunday or not, but just keep your post notifications on and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.